How are you doing today?
Good, good.
Okay, so you signed your Part Q, you filled that out, we have your consent form, so we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to be taking you through the deadlift exercise today. We're going to be doing the standard deadlift. Basically, I'm going to explain to you how it affects your body. I'm going to take you through a demonstration, explain how to perform the deadlift. I'm going to have you practice it and then perform a set, okay? Okay, so the deadlift is a hip-dominant exercise, meaning the primary joint that is moving is your hips. Secondary would be your knees and your ankles. It is a whole body stress, meaning it's affecting pretty much every muscle in your body is activated during this. For the upper body, it's mostly isometric muscle action, and for the lower body, it's concentric and eccentric. So that's moving, isometric is not moving. And there's a lot of isometric action primarily in the posterior, so in the back of your body. The primary muscle groups that this hits, as I said, are the quads, the glutes, and the hamstrings. But again, it's hitting everything else, your calves, your core, your lower back a lot. This is an excellent exercise, make you very powerful. Performed incorrectly though, it could seriously injure you, but performed correctly is excellent exercise. For most audiences and population to perform. Okay, so to begin, you want to walk into the bar and you want to have your feet under your hips. If you want to have them slightly more wider, you can, and have your toes pointed forward. The bar should always be over the middle of your foot and under your shoulder blades throughout the whole movement. So with that said, your arms aren't moving, they're just hooks. When you grasp the bar, I'm going to have you do an overhand grip. That's easier than just holding it like this. I can't really do it like that because I dislocated my thumb and it creates a strain in there where I cannot properly perform. So we're going to do it like this, but make sure if you are exercising every set, switch your grip so there's you don't create a muscle imbalancement in your body, okay? So one's stronger than the other side, all right? So I'm going to perform 4 repetitions for you. If you can watch 2 from the front and then 2 from the back. Really watch what I'm doing. First thing I'm doing is popping my butt out, and then I'm starting to bend at the hips. And then once the bar gets to my knees, I'm going to bend a bit more at my knees, and I'm going to have it from the ground. As I said, it's a deadlift. You can start the bar, as you see, some people start it from up here off a rack, but we're going to do the traditional way of starting from the ground. I'm going to walk into the bar. And always have a neutral neck, okay? So not cranked up, not cranked down, okay? So come to my side, please. Okay, so as you see, immediately getting my butt out of the way, bending at the hips, my knees bend slightly, get the bar past your knees, and then kind of squat down a little bit, bend more at the knees. The bar should always be over the middle of your foot, and if anything, they should almost scrape your legs. If it hurts a little bit, try not to let it scrape, but yeah, anyways, yeah.
Keep it close, okay.
So just perform 3 reps. Kind of as practice, put the bar down. I'm going to tell you about your form, correct it, or tell you if it was perfect. Then we're going to do the real thing, okay?
Okay.
So neutral neck. Looks good, looks good. It's good control there. Make sure you breathe out on the way up. Okay, 1 more rep. Place the weight down. Okay, so either you're born natural or you've done this before, your form is great. So I'm just going to have you perform 10 repetitions. Is that good with you?
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome, okay. So when you're ready?
You want to mix?
Yeah, switch the grip. There you go. Excellent. You've been listening.
Okay.
All right.
10 reps?
Yep. Good, looks good. I'm going to have you stop stop right there. Okay, so I think you have done this before, so you're doing it your own style, which isn't wrong, but I'm trying to teach you the basics of it. So I'm going to have you rest about 2 minutes and have you perform another set. Keep your feet stationary so they don't come off the ground and your toes stay pointed forward, okay? Alright, so 2 minutes is up. Okay, you're back. So this time I'm just going to have you perform 4 solid reps with the form I showed you, okay?
Yep.
Excellent. So imagine pushing the ground away from you as you come up as well. And hold on, get your toes pointed forward a little more. Yeah, just like that. Excellent. Okay, so up.
Sorry.
Good, that's good. Keep it up. Keep that butt still. Don't move it around. Okay, one last rep. Yeah. Keep a neutral neck. Excellent. So let's slow that way. Okay, so you're able to perform the basic way too, so that's very good. I'm going to show you a few progressions and regressions. So progression is making it harder, regression is making it easier. So for progressions, you can always increase the weight, and you can also increase your range of motion. So I'm going to show you how I would do that. I would have you stand on a platform.
Okay.
And now the weight, you're a little higher than the weight, so that's going to increase the range of motion.
Perfect.
So that way, I'm traveling a longer distance with that weight. So after 10 repetitions, I've traveled an extra, say, 15 meters, which would be a progression. Okay? A regression of that would be to decrease your range of motion. So I don't have any blocks right now, but if I did, I could put blocks under there, so I could start at this height. So now I've decreased the distance I'm traveling. And another progression to do with that is you can do one-handed. And of course, you wouldn't do it with the barbell, you could do it with the dumbbell. We don't have any dumbbells on hand right now, so I'm going to do it with a plate, okay? So it's the same concept. The weight should always be over the middle of your foot. It's a hip-dominant movement. And as I go forward, my left arm is going to go back. And as I mentioned before, you can always lower the amount of weight. So this is 40 pounds lighter than that, and that would be a regression. So thank you very much for doing this video for me for Nick Petrella, and that's a wrap.